Greetings! Mansory79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Tier Days! Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game. Proceeding. Here we are on the main menu. Going to edit deck menu. Here we are. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is Lyrical Monasterio's Rondo of Eventide Moon, Feltyrosa. Alright, let's begin. So, create new deck. Here we are, choosing Nation, Lyrical Monasterio. And here we are. So, as I just mentioned before, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is a Lyrical Monasterio Rondo of Eventide Moon Feltyrosa deck composed of cards only available up until D-LBT01. So, okay, let's begin. So first up, the grade 3 lineup. Wait, first up, let's just do the filter settings. Show only cards in D-LBT01, Lyrical Melody, apply filter. Here we go. Okay, first up, right deck, grade 3, Rondo of Eventide Moon, Feltyrosa. Her skill is auto as Vanguard. When your drive check reveals a ghost normal unit, you may call that to an unit to an open front row rearguard circle. If you call, cost counterblast 1. If the cost has been paid, this unit gets drive +1 to the end of the battle. Perform an additional drive check for this battle. You will perform an additional drive check even if this is the final drive check. So for Feltyrosa, she's the main grade 3 to run this deck. Her skill, just by drive checking a normal ghost race unit, you'll be able to superior call to an empty rearguard circle in your front row. And if you're willing to pay a counterblast of 1, do an additional drive check, thus increasing your chances of getting another attacker to attack with or another chance to get a trigger. So for Feltyrosa, we're playing 4 of her, putting 1 in the right deck. Next up, the grade 3 Capriccio of Circulating Star, Ingrid. Her skills are, for skill, auto. When this unit is placed on the rearguard circle other than from hand, countercharge 1. Choose one of your other rearguards in the same column as this unit and stand it. And second skill, auto as a rearguard. When this unit attacks, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the battle. At the end of that battle, put this unit on the bottom of your deck. This must be performed. So for Ingrid, she's a good support card for the Feltyrosa deck. Her first skill, just by calling her from anywhere other than hand, you'll be able to countercharge 1, thus refunding a counterblast used later. And also the first skill also lets you restand a rearguard in the same column, thus securing a booster for Ingrid for the back row. And her second skill, whenever she attacks, she gets plus 5,000 power. So this second skill will make Ingrid a 18,000 point attacker. And then the cost for this skill is that it goes to the bottom of the deck at the end of battle. So this way, you'll be able to secure a empty rearguard circle in the front row for Feltyrosa's superior call skill. So for Ingrid, we're playing 3 of her. Next up, the grade 3 Selfie Practice Annalise. Her skill is auto as a rearguard. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked while boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost has been paid, choose one of your rear guards and it gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the turn. So for Annalise, she's another good card to have in your Feltyrosa deck. Just by attacking while boosted, you'll be able to put her into the soul at the end of the battle and give another rear guard in the field plus 5,000 power. So Annalise is a good way to clear out your rear guard for a new attacker to call by Feltyrosa's skill. Also, this skill will let you restock your soul with more soul blasts, and also your other rear guards get a little extra power. So for Annalise, we're playing 3 of her. Next up, now for the grade 2 lineup. For the grade 2s of this deck, we're playing the right deck, grade 2, Talent of Enjoyment, Feltyrosa. Her skills are, for skill, auto. When written upon, reveal a ghost normal unit from hand and put it in the top of your deck. If the cost has been paid, choose a ghost from your drop zone and put it into your hand. And second skill, continuous as a Vanguard or rear guard. During your turn, if you have 3 or more ghosts on your rear guard, she gets plus 5,000 power. So for Talent of Enjoyment, Feltyrosa, she's the main grade 2 to run this deck. Just by riding on top of her, you'll be able to take any ghost unit from your hand and put it in the top of your deck, and then take any ghost from your drop and put it into your hand. So it's a good way to stack the top of your deck with a normal unit to drive check to use with Feltyrosa's skill when you attack the grade 3 version of her, and to also take any ghost normal unit from your drop zone back to your hand, so you'll be able to secure any card to attack with or guard with. And the second skill, as a Vanguard or rear guard with 3 or more ghosts on your field, you'll be able to make Feltyrosa a 15,000 point attacker. So for talent of enjoyment, Feltyrosa, we're playing one of her, putting in the right deck. Next up, the Grade 2, Dedicated Serenade, Eleanor. Her skill is Auto as a rear guard. When this unit attacks, Soul Blast 2 if the cost is paid, and this unit gets plus 15,000 power to end the battle. At the end of that battle, put this in the top of your deck. So for Eleanor, she's a good support card for the Feltyrosa deck. Just by attacking and paying the cost, she can turn into a 25,000 point attacker all on her own. Then after the battle, she'll be put on the top of your deck, thus securing you a new superior call to use with Feltyrosa's skill. So for Eleanor, we're playing 4 of her. Next up, okay, how about this one? No, not this one. Let's see. This one, the Grade 2 Hair-braiding Aspiration Hellwig. Her skill is Auto. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle during your battle phase, put this into your soul. If the cost is paid, draw a card. So Hellwig is a good way to more or less restock your soul and to draw an extra card. So this is a pretty good ghost unit to have if you wish to empty out your rear guard circle, increase your soul for Soul Blast, and to restock your hand by drawing cards. So for Hellwig, we're playing 3 of her. Next up, the Great One lineup. For the Great Ones of this deck, we're playing the Great One, right deck, Beautiful Day Off, Feltyrosa. Her skills are, first skill, Auto. When this unit is rid of the pawn, Soul Blast 1. If the cost is paid, choose up to 1 ghost from your drop zone and put it into your hand. Second skill, Continuous as a Vanguard rear guard. During your turn, if you have a ghost on your rear guard, this unit was 2,000 power. So for Beautiful Day Off, Feltyrosa, she's the main Great One to ride in this deck. Her first skill, just by riding on top of her. Then by Soul Blasting 1, you get to choose any ghost from your drop zone and put it into your hand, securing you a attacker or defender. And her second skill, as long as you've got a ghost in the rear guard, this Great One version of Feltyrosa will become a 10,000 point attacker or 10,000 point booster from the back row. So for Feltyrosa, we're playing 1, putting it into the right deck. Next up, let's see, the Great One, Join Grasp Ernesta. Her skill is Auto from the back row rear guard circle. When your other ghost unit is placed in the rear guard circle, during your battle phase, stand this unit. So for Ernesta, she's another good support card for the Feltyrosa deck. Just by calling a ghost onto your rear guard, she can restand, thus securing you another 8,000 point booster from the back row. So for Ernesta, we're going to be playing 4 of her. Next up, let's see what to use. Okay, the Great One, Unwelcoming in Private, Deziel, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Her skills are, first skill, Continuous, Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Sentinel in the deck. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units and it cannot be hit until the end of the battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from your hand and discard it. So for Deziel, she's a perfect guard for the Lyrical Monasterio Nation. Like any other perfect guard in the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game, she features the same skill and activation. When used to guard with and discarding a card from her hand, you'll be able to completely block an enemy attack, but she also features an additional ability unique to all D standard format perfect guards. When used to guard with while you have less than 2 cards in hand, you will not have to pay the usual discard 1 cost, making her a no-cost perfect guard in last resort desperate situations. So for Deziel, we're playing 4 of her. Next up, the Great One, Fulfill Sweets, Angelma. Her skill is Auto from the back row rear guard circle. Once per turn, when your other unit is placed on the rear guard circle during battle phase, Soul Blast 2. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Serpent Angelma, she's another good ghost to have in your Feltyrosa deck. Just by calling rear guards onto the field during the battle phase, as long as you don't mind paying the hefty cost of Soul Blast 2, you'll be able to keep on drawing cards to restock your hand. So for Angelma, we're going to be playing 2 of her. Okay. Next up, the Grade 1, Little Lady Helmina. Her skill is Auto. When this unit is placed in the rearguard circle, if you have another ghost on your rearguard circle, choose one of your rear guards, and it gets plus 5,000 power to the end of the turn. So for Helmina, she's a pretty good ghost to have in your Feltyrosa deck. Just by calling to the rearguard circle while there's another rearguard ghost, she'll give any of your rear guards plus 5,000 power, so she's a good way to add power for more powerful attacks. So for Helmina, we're playing 4 of her. Okay. Now for the Grade 0 lineup. For the Grade 0 to this deck, we're playing Ride Deck, Grade 0. Admire Dear Sister, Feltyrosa. Her skill is Auto. When ridden upon, if you went second, draw a card. So Admire Dear Sister, Feltyrosa is the starting unit of this deck. Just by riding on top of her, if you went second, draw a card. So we'll be playing 1 in the Ride Deck. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers of this deck, we're playing the Grade 0, Glutton Nora, critical trigger. We're playing 4 of her. And next up, okay, what to use here? The Grade 0, Spiritoso for Recalda, front trigger. We're gonna be playing 4 of her. Next up, Undoing Filter. And okay, for the other triggers of this deck, we're going to be using let's see, what should I use? What to use? Secure Grade 0, draw a trigger. Turn off filter. We're going to be using Grade 0, Knowledge as Power, Saskia, draw a trigger, playing 3 of her. And finally, next we're going to be using Grade 0, Languid, Relaxation, Margaret, Heal Trigger, playing 4 of her. And last but not least, we're using, let's see, Grade 0, Demonic Favor, Garviera, Over Trigger. Her skill is Trigger, additional effect. During this fight, you get, during your turn, all of your rear guards get plus 10,000 power. So for Garviera, she's an Over Trigger for the Lyrical Monasterio Nation. Like any other Over Trigger in the Cardfight Vanguard Trading Guard game, she features the same skill and activation. When revealed during a drive check or damage check, you get 100 million power and draw a card. But she also features an ability unique to her. It's when additional effect, when revealed during a drive check on your turn, for the rest of the fight, all your rear guards get plus 10,000 power. So for Garviera, she's best used when you reveal her during a drive check as early as possible, because as the moment you get Garviera out during your drive check, for the rest of the fight, all rear guards get plus 10,000 power, so it'll be easy to pressure your opponent for the rest of the fight. So for Garviera, playing 1 of her, and okay, deck has been built, card effects explained, so saving deck. Alright, the deck's been built. For the cards in this deck, we're playing 3, Grade 3, Capriccio, Circulating Star, Ingrid. 4, Grade 3, Rondo of Eventide Moon, Feltyrosa. 3, Grade 3, Selfie Practice, Annalise. 4, Grade 2, Dedicated Serenade, Eleanor. 1, Grade 1, Talent of Enjoyment, Feltyrosa. 3, Grade 2, Hair-braiding Aspiration, Hellwick. 4, Grade 1, Join Grasp, Anursta. 4, Grade 1, Unwelcoming in Private, Deziel. 2, Grade 1, Fulfill Sweets, Angelma. 1, Grade 1, Beautiful Day Off, Feltyrosa. 4, Grade 1, Little Lady, Helmina. And 1, Grade 0, Admire Dear Sister, Feltyrosa, starting unit. And for the triggers of this deck, we're playing 4 critical triggers, 4 front triggers, 3 draw triggers, 4 heal triggers, and 1 Overtrigger, Garviera. Alrighty, deck built, card effects explained, so let's get to testing out the deck, but first let's just change the deck's name. Change deck name to... rename it Feltyrosa, Feltyrosa, Feltyrosa. Save. Okay, so it's been built. Now let's just change the deck sleeves, change sleeves. For this deck sleeves, we're using a Feltyrosa sleeve as the right deck sleeve, press Y, and a Lyrical Monasterio flag sleeve as the main deck sleeve, press A, okay. So deck's been built, card effects explained, deck renamed, and card sleeves changed. So let's get on testing out the deck. So leaving the deck edit menu and going to fight menu, CPU fight, choosing a new deck I just built. And now choosing an opponent I'm going to be going up against, let's see. Okay, I'll go up against Kuro Minato. Nope, instead fighting Doshi Nakano, normal difficulty. Alright, the battle begins, let's get started. Okay, deciding who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors to scissors, one more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors to rock, I lose, going second. Alright, here it comes. Drawing a starting hands, I return a draw and critical back. Redraw. Okay. Stand up the Vanguard, so my opponent's turn, he rides the Great One, Nigel. My turn, I draw. I'm going to ride for my right deck, Beautiful Day Off, Feltyrosa. I discard for the right deck cost 1 Eleanor. Right, Feltyrosa. Base skill, I draw a card. Draw. Alright, I call 2 Ernestas to the rear guard. Beginning battle phase, Vanguard to Vanguard, 10k. Drive check. No trigger. And 1 damage. Come on, come on, no trigger, no trigger. Ah, come on, a critical trigger. The first damage. Fine, the end of my turn. My opponent, he rides Randor, Nigel's skill, he soul charges a front trigger, okay, and calls 2 rear guards. Rear guard to Vanguard, no guard, take the hit. Ow. Damage check. No trigger. Vanguard to Vanguard. Skill, he's soul charging, adding power. No guard, take the hit. Check, no trigger, okay. 1 damage to me. Ow! Damage check. No trigger. Now, okay. Rear guard to Vanguard. 15k. I'm gonna guard with heal trigger. 23k. Attack blocked. Okay, so now it's my turn. I stand and draw. I'm going to ride for my right deck. Talent of Enjoyment, Feltyrosa. I discard Ingrid to right deck cost. Right. Skill of Beautiful Day Off, Feltyrosa. I Soul Blast 1. Take any ghosts from my drop zone and add back to my hand. I'm taking Eleanor. I move these 2 back and call Hailwick and Eleanor. Alright, beginning battle phase. Vanguard to Vanguard, 15k. Drive check. No trigger. And here comes 1 damage. Damage check. No trigger, we're safe. Alright. Then boosted by Ernesta. Eleanor attacks the Vanguard, 18k. Alright, the attack goes through. Now 3 damage. Damage check. Okay. 1 more time. Boosted by Ernesta. Hellwig attacks the Vanguard. 18k. The attack goes through, 1 damage. Bam! Damage check. Yes, he wasted a front trigger. Alright, that's the end of my turn, my opponent's turn. He's riding the Grade 3, Eugene. And using Randor's skill. Drawing, okay. Eugene's skill, resting 2 rear guards and retiring a back row. Then he's adding power, Idris' skill, retiring another rear guard. Retiring a front row, okay. Now he's using Eugene's skill to superior call at least 3 new cards, alright. He superior calls. Alright, give a Brachio. He's retiring another rear guard, not good. Brachio skill, restand. Okay. Rear guard to Vanguard. I guard 15k, 25k. Blocked. And now here comes Vanguard to Vanguard, okay. No guard, take the hit. His twin drive, first check. No trigger, and second check. What is it? No trigger, alright, I'm safe. Alright, here comes a 1 damage, so bam bam, shoot shoot, and out. Damage check. No trigger. Okay, my turn, I stand and draw. I'm going to ride from my right deck, Rondo of Eventide move, Feltyrosa. I discard from my hand a Desiel, ride, Feltyrosa. And now my Talent of Enjoyment, Feltyrosa skill. I take 1 normal ghost unit to put in the top of my deck. And okay, putting Eleanor to the front, the top of the deck. Then I'm going to add to my hand a Ingrid. Alright, then I'm going to call Ingrid to the rear guard. Now beginning battle phase. First up, my Hellwake attacks the rear guard Scout Terra. 1 rear guard down. Next up, Ingrid attacks the Vanguard. Skill. Going to at plus 5,000 power. He doesn't guard, okay. 1 damage, damage check. No trigger, okay, I'm safe. Then Ingrid's skill, after powering up, goes to the bottom of the deck. Back with the Vanguard, 13k, he perfect guards, not good for me. Alright, so twin drive, first check. Got a normal unit. Skill Feltyrosa. I'm going to superior call. And counter blast 1 to add another drive check. Second check. No trigger. Not going to call. And third check. Yes, front trigger. Power to the front row. Okay, attack blocked. Now Eleanor attacks the Vanguard. Skill activated. Soul Blast 2. Plus 15,000 power. 35k to the Vanguard. He perfect guards, not good. Okay, so another attack blocked. So at the end of the battle, after powering up, Eleanor goes to the top of the deck. End of turn. My opponent's turn. He rides. No, he's Persona riding. Not good. Eugene and calling. He's not going to use his skill. Okay. Alright, rear guard to Vanguard. I guard with a front trigger, 28k. Attack blocked. And now rear guard to Vanguard, okay. Gonna take the hit. Ow! Damage check. No trigger. Now Vanguard to Vanguard, okay. I perfect guard. And for the hand cost, I'm gonna discard, let's see. This one, perfect guard. Twin drive. No, not a heal trigger. Seriously? He's healing. And second check. Oh, come on! Seriously? An over trigger? Unbelievable. How lucky can he get? One more attack. No guard, take the hit. Twin drive. No trigger. And second check. Come on, nothing, nothing. Oh, come on, another Kyo trigger? Seriously? Come on, how lucky can he get for the whole fight? 1 damage to me. Ow! Damage check. No trigger. Okay, it's my turn. I stand and draw. I Persona Ride. And now, drawing a card. Okay, I'm going to... Okay, I move Hellwick to the back, and I'm gonna call Helmina to the back. Skill at power. Alright, beginning battle phase. Vanguard the Vanguard, 31k. He doesn't guard, twin drive, first check. Draw trigger. Drawing a card, power to Vanguard. Second check, come on, something good. Yes, a normal unit. Okay. Activating Feltyrosa skill. Gonna superior call to the rear guard. Counterblast, add another drive check. Third check. Heal trigger, yes! I heal 1 point of damage, power to rear guard. Alright. Here it comes, 1 damage. Damage check. Oh, come on, a critical trigger? Seriously? Then fine, my Annalise attacks the rear guard Eugene, 32k. Alright, rear guard down. That's the end of my turn, my opponent's turn. He's going to use his skill to retire. Okay. And one more, he's going to rest and retire. Not good. And calling a rear guard. Skill to add power, okay. Rear guard to Vanguard. No guard, take the hit. Ow! Damage check. No trigger. And now Vanguard to... No, rear guard skill into the soul, adding power, okay. Vanguard to Vanguard, here it comes. So I'm going to perfect guard. And for the perfect guard cost, I'm going to discard from my hand a draw trigger. Twin drive. Yes! Wasted a critical trigger. And here comes the second check. What is it? No trigger. Okay. Attack blocked. And now it's my turn. I stand and draw. I Persona Ride. Draw. I call Ingrid to the rear guard. Beginning battle phase. First up, Ingrid attacks the Vanguard. Skill plus 5,000 power. 28k to the Vanguard. 1 damage, okay. And damage check. No trigger, safe. Then Ingrid goes to the bottom of the deck after attacking. Now Vanguard to Vanguard, 31k. He triple guards. Guards again, over trigger to pass, okay. Twin drive, first check. Normal unit. Okay, activating Feltyrosa skill. Superior call. Counterblast, another drive. Second check. Heal trigger, yes! I heal 1 point of damage, power to my rear guard, Ernesta, and third check. Come on, something good. Yeah, front trigger, power to the front row. Now Ernesta attacks the Vanguard. 38k, he double guards, okay. Okay, that's the end of my turn. My opponent's turn. He's activating Eugene's skill, resting his rear guards, retiring. Okay. Calling a rear guard, calling again. Idris' skill. Adding power, not good for me. And adding more power. Again, he's just gonna keep stacking up the power. This is not good for me. He just keeps on piling it. This is gonna be tough for me. He used up all his counter blasts. Now it's a 55 attacker, okay. Brachio skill, adding power, okay. Rear guard to Vanguard. Guard, front trigger. Attack blocked. And now he's adding more power to the rear guard. Okay. Rear guard boosted, so 70k, no guard, take the hit. Ow! Damage check. No trigger. Vanguard the Vanguard. Double guard. Triple guard, 58k. No, nothing to pass. Twin drive. Heal trigger. Oh, come on! Another heal trigger? How lucky can he get? Second check. Okay, wasted a critical. I made the right choice to completely guard. Okay, the attack is blocked, so that's the end of my opponent's turn. It's my turn. I stand and draw. Okay, then go into main phase. I call Sasuke to the back row. Beginning battle phase. My Vanguard attacks the Vanguard, 21k. He guards, 28k. Intercepts, 33k. Okay. Twin drive, first check. Normal unit. So I'm going to activate Feltyrosa's skill. Gonna superior call to here. Activating Helmina's skill. No wait, Vanguard skill, counterblast, and another drive check. Then I activate Helmina's skill to give power to a rear guard. I give it to herself. 5,000 power. Second check. Yes, another normal unit. Skill. Going to superior call. Counterblast and another drive. Skill. Add power to a rear guard. I add to herself. Plus 5,000 power. Third check. Yes! Over trigger! I give 100 million power to the Vanguard. Power to all rear guards. Fourth check. Yes, a grade 3! I cannot call since there are no empty rear guard circles, so... Okay. The attack goes through, 1 damage. Bam! And damage check. Yes, no trigger! Alright, now my rear guard Helmina, boosted by Sasuke, attacks the Vanguard. 38k. He guards with his entire hand. Alright, the last card to attack with, Helmina attacks the Vanguard, 23k. Yes, the attack goes through! And bam! Damage check, what is it? No trigger, alright! 6 damage, I win! No, it's rough. Alright, got VP, got win, double trigger, attack 100,000 more power, perfect guarded, drew an over trigger, opponent drew an over trigger, did it for Soda Ride, 10 turns passed, did a superior call, retired 5 or more opposing units, and drew 3 or more times in 1 turn, got total 3600 VP, total 23,050 VP, press A to go next. Right, leaving the fight menu and returning to main menu. Going to edit deck menu. And with that, the deck, so I pretty much finished everything. I built the deck, explained the card effects, and test out the deck in front of you. So with that, that's all the time we have for today. So first off, I want to say thank you to the viewers watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. I also hope you all show support by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that, I say goodbye and see you all soon.